Right, legends. So I'm gonna use this video to take opportunity to show how I approach the market playing level to level, especially when I don't have a clear conviction for a swing basis. Okay, then it's easy just to play it level to level. So I'll give you an example as to how I do it and see if you find any value in that. So plus give me my outlook going forward for Bitcoin as well. So the bigger picture still remains for me. We are still within this range here. That's here. So what does this give me? It allows me to just define price within an area to work with. For me, psychologically, it's easy like that. Some you don't need it, that's fine. But I can see that that's a deviation of this level, resistance, resistance. That's a deviation, resistance, and to the downside, there, so on and so forth. Okay, so for me, we're trading within here. Now, obviously, with this, we can break it out to further range levels, but it's just a starting point as to where I can focus on, and then it's just zooming in for me. So let's go to the quarterly. And it's also a good idea, like say, like I said, you don't have a conviction for a swing trade. Well, that's fine. Just play level to level until you do get conviction, as if you are a swing trader. And if you're not, well, level to level is fine. So then I'm going to define further level ranges within. So start off with this quarterly level. As you can see, why that level? Reason why we deviated it. Found resistance, resistance. So before it gets to that, that's going to be the next obstacle on the way if it's going to go up. And then after that, it's this level here. And to the downside, what was my level? It was this level there. That was capping it. That was my make or break. If you remember from the last one I did, I spoke about that. And I spoke about where I said that if we get above this, then here, that would trigger my bullish case. And within this area here was my chop zone or day trade zone, playing it both sides. And below here, that's when I can get conviction for swing longs. Swing longs above here, swing shorts below here, day trade. So what do I do going forward now? Unless you caught this move, okay? So I kind of missed it. It was late for me. It was middle of the night. I missed it. That's fine. Went up in one go. No problem. What do I do now? It's not as if it's the last trade. Big penny trades. There's two levels that stand out to me for this, okay? So with the lower time frame, obviously you can get more levels out of it. What's capping the market to the upside? Yes, we've got that quarterly level, but then that can be broken down too. So we've got this, and then we've got this. So levels broken down. So this area, or this is the consolidation. I capped it here, deviated, go back below it, sell off. Resistance, deviated, as soon as it got back below it, sell off. And where is always the target, the initial target? It's around here, isn't it? It's always played that quarter level, always played some sort of obstacle on the way towards way down here. So clean break below here leads to lower prices. Resistance here, clean break above, pushed it up. As soon as it broke below, push lower. So same technique. Look where we found support right now. That same quarterly level. Okay, if you had a marked down before, you know now. So that tells me that okay, I can play both sides of the market. Then it frees you up instead of marrying a bias. Say okay, that's fine. If it breaks this level, well, where's the next objective for price? Towards here, isn't there? And then I'll see what it does here. But that's a trade opportunity on its own. And then if it breaks back below, so this is the consolidation pusher up, and that gets me back into my day trade zone, so I can day trade it. If it breaks down within this area, and if it breaks that, then I know towards here and then there. And then to the upside, well, if it's capping the market there, and that's a quarterly level, well, if it breaks above here and holds, gives me what I want to see, bullish structure, entry, then I know this is an obstacle on the way, so that's going to be like a day trade target. But probability wise, after all this move down, most likely where it's going to reach towards here, on its way towards there, we've got this as a target, that as a target, and then the ultimate target. So my approach for the long side would then be, with current prices, let it do its thing. I don't know what it's going to do from here. So this is just a zone on its own to day trade towards. But I'm just going to mark out the easy scenario. The easy scenario would be, well, we've already made one run here. So what I want to do is mark this level out where it's final resistance that we couldn't see in the lower time frame, which is here. So if it gets back above that band or that level I just mentioned, then what I've got is, if it holds, breaks above, that would be my long trigger, target 1 there. If it breaks above, target 2 there, and then ultimately there. Okay, if it breaks below here, then target there, and then I'll see does it push up from here or not. I don't know, but what I do know with what I've got so far is if it breaks below here, I know I'm be looking for a short towards there, and then like I mentioned, if it breaks below here, that becomes a deviation, and I've got levels to work with within here. Okay, so the basics of this is you don't really need to marry a bias. Okay, if it's not clear to you, like I had a clear bias for bearishness here and it went to my target. Within here I didn't. I was leaning bearish, but leaning bearish and having a bearish trade are two separate things. Okay, so when it broke above here I gotta accept, okay, my bearish bias gotta go, gotta look for longs. Unfortunately I missed it, but what I do know now is if it does this, then I do that. So here, if it gets above here, target 1, target 2, targets on the way. Okay, so no need for to marry a bias, but go with what the market's telling you. And in this condition, for me personally, it's easy to play level to level until I have a clear conviction. Okay, so hope that helped, and just an idea as to how you can play level to level if you're not sure on a particular swing bias.